The Great Depression was a worldwide economic depression lasting throughout most of the 1930s. Those of us who are Americans sometimes tend to think of the Great Depression as primarily an American event, but that's not the case. The Great Depression was felt in all economies all around the world, including Latin America. There are multiple factors that lead to the Great Depression. As a matter of fact, it was a combination of domestic and worldwide conditions. There are multiple factors that lead to the Great Depression. As a matter of fact, it was a combination of domestic and worldwide conditions. For starters, the stock market crashed in 1929. This became one of the major causes of the Great Depression. Were uninsured, the people's savings and wages were lost when the banks closed their doors. This brought forth fear among the people. With this fear of the unknown for the future, many people stopped purchasing items and holding on to their money. This then led a reduction in the number of items produced and thus a reduction in the workforce. Millions of people lost their jobs, and many farmers and businesses were bankrupt. Industrialization nations and those supplying primary products such as food and raw materials were all affected. Doesn't it make you wonder if this all could have been avoided? Although depression occurs on a repeated pattern, the depth and severity of the Great Depression could have been reduced and certain factors could have been attended to. Let's take a look at this. Maybe like the Treaty of Versailles? Or maybe if the government would have stepped in and controlled inflation. Oh, wait a minute. How about the most powerful thing a human being can obtain? Knowledge. How about the leaders having knowledge of economic principles? Nevertheless, the United States placed a cape on their back and here we go to save the day by offering a direct aid to Americans in economic troubles and a form of the New Deal. This contained the Social Security system, government economics interventions, family layouts, and banking regulations. This was all done to transform the minds of society and, most importantly, to restore confidence in the economy and the government. Latin America's economy dependency and weak liberal regimens were made clear by the world financial crisis. Reform movements gained momentum. Professional corporations, with its roots in fascism, sought to create states acting as mediators between different social groups. All in all, the Great Depression forced many Latin American governments and economic elites to make tough decisions in exchange rates, monetary, and fiscal policies. These choices marked a stark departure from the model that had prevailed in the region for nearly a century. So see, the Great Depression not only affected us Americans, but affected everyone in the world, including Latin America.